In relation to food, do you pride yourself, Ross, in using locally sourced food? Is that something that you do? Is that something that you're particularly keen on?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a very strong kind of food philosophy or theology with us, and I've had that for 20 years. And over those 20 years, we've cultivated a number of relationships very close with a lot of local and small producers. And getting back to just the example of you talking about buying wine in a supermarket, you know, when you buy wine in a supermarket, nobody pulls out a table, lays it with linen and puts out the silverware and the crystal and glass. And the difference between buying food in a shop or supermarket and in a restaurant is obviously, there's obvious reasons, but the emotional exchange. And when you come in the door, you're greeted, you're taking your table, all the staff that are employed, people wash up, the chefs that come in to cook and all that kind of thing. And that emotional exchange you get in spades from small quality producers, because they're not in it just for the money. They're in it, some of them, for lifestyle. They're passionate about what we do. We're passionate about what we do in the kitchen. So it's a great symbiosis. So we feel very supported as we give a lot of emotional exchange to our customers. We feel it coming up the other way, which is fantastic, you know.
Finally, Oliver, Ross and Derry mentioned Jamie Oliver. He's going to be at this event over the weekend, but he's also going to be opening a restaurant in Dublin. How do you feel about UK celebrity chefs, absent chefs, the absentee chef? We had the absentee landlords in the 19th century. Now we're having the absentee chefs in the 21st century. How do you feel about the likes of Jamie Oliver opening a restaurant here? Do you think it's going to work?
Yes, I think it probably will work. You know, if it's a
He's
good restaurant.
He's not going to be cooking there, though. I mean, surely nobody expects that.
No, but exactly. I'm sure nobody expects them to be cooking there, and if they do, well, then they need to have a think about it, really. But I have no problem. I suppose if he has a good restaurant and he serves good food and gives good service, and it'll work for him. If everyone's going to come out, obviously, and be curious, myself included, to try one of these. Now, I've actually eaten in one of Jamie's Italians in the UK, so I'm sort of familiar with him. He has a load of them. But everyone's going to go out and give it a go. Like any new restaurant, he's going to get his fair chance, and if he delivers the goods, well, good on him, fair play to him.
Okay, Ross and Derry, would you go along and see what it's like, sample the fare in Jamie's new restaurant?
Sure. I mean, it's great to see, actually, someone who looks upon Dublin maybe as a future for a business.
Well, that's encouraging, I suppose.
It is, and 75 extra jobs coming online, so they're all positives.
Yeah, I think Jamie has been a great publicist for food, and he made it a domain of the common man when it was the kind of domain of the chef. That's his strength. He's a very potent force. He's very popular, and I'm sure he will draw the crowds, and good on him. I have to hold my hand up to him, and he has supported quality food produce as his mantra, and eating properly nutritionally. So at least he's done something very good for the industry, apart from just making himself.
But unfortunately, you will be going along between the 14th and the 17th of June in the Ivy Gardens, and you will be overshadowing him, both of you.
Hope so.
And Ross, thank you very, very much indeed, and also to Oliver in Poland. And Taste of Dublin 2012 was taking place, as I say, from tomorrow to Sunday in the stunning Ivy Gardens in Dublin.